call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To throw, it's Simpson. Taking a shot on the first play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Man, that's not the start they needed. You're already the underdog. You've struggled this season going against a really good team. First drive, first possession, man, what do? You turn the football over. That's probably why they have a losing record.
Running back searching for a hole. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Going to sling it on second down. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Working that left side now. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll try to run for it. The Tide will get the first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Looking downfield on first down. On a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Edwards. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Second down coming up. They'll go back to the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Really good looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Turns it loose. Makes the grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Bernard. Good, solid tackle. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try it over the left side. Turning it on. Inside the 40. The 30. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in, it's Horton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a fear.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Horton. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking to scramble. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think that time offensively, you just try to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Bernard. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Forced out of the pocket. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Bama! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying the left side. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. To the air, it's Carr. Grab near the sticks. It's Pauling. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Quick step and go. Across the 25, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Might as well give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. Past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't
putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for room. It's locked. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Back to throw, it's Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Time to take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. second half always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They'll try the run. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quickly to the tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The kick is on its way. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Line getting set on second down. The run from the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Here's a heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stayed tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Central Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Pauling. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. The play-action fake, using his legs to buy some time. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Power football with the run. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To the air, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Horton. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. On the run, deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Five yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. He wants to change this route. Snap from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they intercept and the defense has set them up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Tide. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Snagged in the middle. It's Love.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gonna run it. It's Love. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Trying to pound it in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They're testing the right side here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to seal the edge on the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
The give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Under fire. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.